What is good, everybody? It's your boy Fury. Hopefully, the sound issues I had last time are gone. I realized I had desktop audio and the microphone running at the same time, which are two of the same things. If you're listening and you can hear me just in one singular voice, please let me know in the chat. I do these streams to not only get some shit off my chest, but to also make sure I do it right. So let me know in the chat if you can hear me with one single voice, and hopefully we can get something going. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Once again, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Once again, it's your boy Fury. I'm gonna start soon. Just making sure all the sounds are worked out. All right, so here I am, mic unmuted, and we are on the go. So let's check out some stuff. It's been, I could say this work weekend has gone by pretty good. Now that I'm off, I can talk shit because we don't play with the EMS guards. You don't jinx the EMS guards. When you work with the EMS guards and you think, oh, my day is going great, ain't a damn thing in the world. Next thing you know, all hell breaks loose in the city, and you wish Optimus or Rodimus Prime open up the Matrix and light our darkest hours. That's how bad it can get. You're sitting there at that last 15 minutes, last 20 minutes, like, yo, my shift is almost over. I really hope I don't get no unit 315. I'm like, oh boy, what is it now? Oh, I'm sorry, we all you got. Well, I don't say what is it now, but that's what I'm thinking. But they be like, I'm sorry, you all we got. We have a priority two or a priority one cardiac arrest. And I'm like, ugh. See, don't get it twisted. If it's a priority one or a priority two, I'm all okay. I stay over because this is somebody's life in jeopardy. But don't send me to a priority for EDP or a priority for ETOH because I'm going to be like, you, I got held 20 minutes for a drunk person that the police don't want to handle, so they can just hold them off on us so they can go sleep it off at the hospital. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we end up dealing with. And that's why I don't jinx the EMS guards. When I say when your day is going good and you work in the EMS, I don't care if you work in New Jersey like I do. I don't care if you work in NYC. I don't care if you work in Tennessee. You're going to be like, but just shut the fuck up and just let it happen. I can't say this day it's great. Like you know it's going good. You just shh, don't speak it into existence. Funny story is I remember one time, and I always tell my current people that I work with, my old EMS partner, we doing rig inspection, and we're like, okay, boom, we checking our medications. Oh wow, my partner was like, wow, look, the medication, this children's epi, which is epinephrine, for allergic reactions. The EpiPen you put in your thigh helps prevent you from having anaphylaxis, where your throat close up and stuff. Well, anyway, my partner, we checking in. He's like, oh wow, this EpiPen expires today. All we need is the kids who use it and stuff, and we don't have to throw it away. Hours later, we had an allergic reaction spell where a kid needed an EpiPen, and I looked at him like, and he was like, I know what you're gonna say, Kareem. Exactly. And we both bust out laughing though, but we already know. And sure enough, on my way, I was taking a patient to the hospital today, and I seen a regular standing out there, and he gave me eye contact while I was driving the ambulance, and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, guess who I just saw today to my partner? And she was like, who? And I said his name. And she laughed because she knew that. Sure enough, hours later, I have another patient I'm bringing to Price Hospital, which is a further hospital away from where I saw him. And guess who's coming out of the ER? Because he got discharged already for overdosing. Can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. So anyway, good evening, everybody. What's going on? Oh, good morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. So somewhere in the world, somebody's still getting trashed and get drunk. Me, on the other hand, I know I'm crazy, but I got my coffee, my iced coffee or cold coffee now. This brand here bottle, I recommend definitely getting. These are some good bottles here. I made this 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, 10:40 in the morning. I made this coffee, and I just got around to drinking it because I didn't feel like it. Even though I brought it to work with me thinking I would need it. Today was pretty chill. Now that I'm off, I can say that once again. So I get around to doing this coffee because I might need a little perk, a little pep in my step when I do this video. So here we go. All right, so I don't know if any of you game. I don't know if you watch TV or any of these things. But me, on the other hand, I like doing a couple of things with myself. I game a little bit. I collect action figures. I do a lot of different things, but I'm a grown ass man. I'm about my business. I can't have the luxury and leisure of doing these things if I don't put hard work in. So people just think, oh my God, you're just when they hear you collect and you game, they feel like they automatically try to default you as some fucking loser. And I'm like, that's not what gamers are about. But the reputation of a lot of gamers out here today who are online, grown ass men and women still faction warring over goddamn console, you start to wonder like, yo, is this what life is all about? You're a grown man and woman. This is basically what you do. You figure out what you want to play, what games you want to play, and just play them and shut up about it. But like I said, in order for me to have luxuries of having hobbies, having the 3 e-bikes I have out there, I have to work hard at it. I don't get the game as much as I used to, but I don't cry about a bunch of games coming out. Like this whole Starfield thing has been ridiculous. Yes, I have it. I could play it on my PC right now if I wanted to. I could play it on my Xbox Series X if I wanted to. But a certain group of fanboys who happen to prefer to play the PlayStation, they got hoofs, they ponies. They are butthurt over it, and I'm like, this makes no sense. I don't hear Xbox fanboys crying about fucking Spider-Man. They have made peace with it. If they want to play Spider-Man, they'll wait for it to come out on a PC or they'll buy them a PlayStation 5. No, 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 not the ponies. The ponies got a bitch complain, moan, and groan, and act like if it doesn't go through the PlayStation ecosystem, it's trash. And this is the worst mindset I've seen in the gaming camps when it comes to pro Nintendo, pro Sony, pro Microsoft, pro PC. This is the worst mindset. Everything that's not PlayStation is trash. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Even though you have your war, you have literally games that are interactive movies. Games that actually play the same, got the same over the shoulder perspective. Even if the perspective is a little bit different, the gameplay mechanics are virtually the same. If you could play God of War, you could play Last of Us. If you could play Last of Us, you can play and figure out how to fucking play what's the game again? Horizon. They all virtually play the same. Uncharted, all of them mechanics kind of borrow from one another. It's just different paint jobs. I'm not saying that a lot of these games are terrible. I'm just saying you can't talk about your precious games if the fucking games you're playing are repetitive. But then again, that goes to show why a lot of you don't want to step outside your comfort zone and play something different. You'll complain and you'll trash and criticize something different. Like case in point, like months ago, I'm looking at uh live stream a little bit. I tune in and tune out quickly sometimes with Griffin Gaming. And he was talking, he said he does his thing when he was like he does these streams where he said slop goy slop gaming or slop goy, some Jewish expression. Nothing against the people, but slop goy, that sounds definitely like a Jewish expression. So anyway, he was doing that slop goy gaming, and he happened to have on Psychonauts too, which is I don't give a damn what anybody said. The game is fucking good. The game got nominated for a reason. And I think it won an award or two at the Video Game Awards. The game is a criminally underrated game. Everybody want to play uh, a game. Everybody want to play the same games. What happened to great platformers? You know, you got to understand Mario and Zelda aren't the only action adventure platformers out there. See, the system in Psychonauts is great. The subject matter in the game is great, and it does it in such the art style kind of takes you. The art style says it without saying it. That's the thing I liked about Psychonauts too. Like besides upgrading your powers and eventually coming back to a certain consciousness and going through a certain mind and finding and trying to 100% the game. This Psychonauts 2 is a type of game that the completionist would complete, but that game isn't popular enough to him for him to do an episode on. But that game there is made for people who like to be completionists, to upgrade your abilities to the max, to get every figment, that you can find, to get different emotional baggages. It does it is crazy. And it sounds like when I'm saying it, it's talking about figments of imaginations, uh talking about emotional baggage and finding the tags. It's done in an art style that tells you that shows you rather than tell you, meaning like it don't have to beat you extremely over the head with a message. Something that a lot of these anti fans call woke shit. And I'm like, you know what? You already know me. You know me being a black man. You know damn well when I hear people use that word the wrong way, it triggers something in me because it's a word that always been like, all right, it's always a call of awareness that other black people, it was like, okay, stay woke, brother. That means stay aware of the systemic racism, stay aware of how you're treated. Like, mostly stay aware of systemic racism. Keep your eyes open. Woke. Because stay awake doesn't sound, it doesn't sound, it doesn't roll off the tongue good. Stay awake. Somebody be like, oh, I'm not tired. We're just talking about stay awake. No, stay woke. Just keep your mind, your eyes and your ears open. Keep your head on the swivel. See why every time there's a talk of reparations, they're making up excuses. That's systemic. That, for example, you might call me crazy about it. That's an example of systemic racism right there. That every other subgroup in America can get some kind of tangibles, but when it's talking about us, we're 13% of the population, and every time something comes to us about tangibles that we deserve as the people, oh my God, y'all got your hand out open. We get our asses beat every goddamn day. Something happens. Somebody's trying to kill us. Look at the whole thing in Buffalo with Peyton Gendrich. Look what just happened down in Florida a month ago, over a month ago, with the guy who killed, he shot 4 people, killing 3 of them, had swastikas painted on his gun. And of course, you got some asshole like Greg Foreman, who was another black man like myself, saying, oh, well, um, how do you know this was racially motivated? He had fucking swastikas on his goddamn gun. What do you think he was there for? And then they got videos of this same dude that almost went to a school to shoot it. They've got numerous other people that they've caught before they can pull off massacres against black people. But oh, talking about variables and tangents, that's what being woke is about. Me knowing the racism that comes into play when it talks about when it talk about us trying to get a hate crime going for ourselves, meaning like a crimes against us, there should be a hate crime bill. Oh, well, I got to understand. Why is there a hate crime bill? Why do you guys want a hate crime bill? Apparently, y'all kind of hate yourselves, right? Chicago, right? Baltimore, right? They bring up shit. I was like, motherfucker, I live in Jersey. And last time I checked, Chicago might have some homicide in there, but for overall crime, they're in the 20s out of the cities in America. So stop bringing that bullshit up. Crime has always been about proximity. Proximity, meaning if I live in a predominantly black neighborhood and I was a damn criminal, guess what? Guess who I'm going to be attacking because of proximity reasons. The same way Chad lives in the suburbs, who houses he's going to be attacking? What people he's going to be attacking? Hey, what's going on, AO? He's going to be attacking his own. right? So that's what when I hear about stay woke, that black on black crime that they always want to say, like why? So why is it a label that make it sound like we loathe ourselves so much when it comes to us, when it comes to crimes committed by proximity? But you don't hear white on white crime, you don't hear Asian on Asian crime. They have to make ours seem so self-hating and self-depriving when crime in general is self-depriving. But they have to put a special label on ours to make it look like we are the kings of it. Look at the whole thing during the pandemic. They was trying to paint black people as the face of Asian hate, where we know that was predominantly palm colored people who were launching the most attacks against Asian people. But a lot of Asian people, especially the Asian women, aren't going to hold palm colored men accountable because guess what two demographics date each other the most in America? White men, Asian women. They will not hold that. They will not hold that white man accountable for that. Now, staying woke to that's what staying woke to, knowing that. Not because Daisy Ridley is a female Jedi in fucking Star Wars. That's not woke. That's just you being a fucking sexist. You can critique the movie for being terrible all you want, or you can think the movie's terrible, but because a lady is the lead character, does it? That's not wokeness. Just because you see the lead character, one of the lead characters is a man or a woman in the Alphabet Academy, doesn't that's not wokeness. Who the fuck and how the fuck did y'all turn an expression that black people use for almost 100 years as a cry to stay aware of the systemic racism? How did y'all turn that into something that is derogatory towards black people and towards other subgroups of people, marginalized groups? How did that happen? And yes, and you know what they say, L, and when you say if you said white on white is high, you know what they would try to say to you? Well, there's more white people than there's black people in America, but you got to look at your numbers. Y'all harm each other so much. And I'm like, okay, you might have a certain point to a degree, depending on where you're at. But like I said, what what group of people, and I'm not talking about race, what demographic of people commit crimes? People, and that is people who are of a financially less background, people who have bad upbringing. And yes, crimes are crimes, but some people feel like crimes are a necessity because they have no other skills. They were not they were raised not to know better. Doesn't make it an excuse, but they were raised not to know better. But for the most part, when people are committing crimes, they are trying to steal things, they are trying to take things by force, they're trying to harm people to get things that you paid hard for. You paid a lot, you worked hard and paid for. You're like, no, that won't work on me. White and white crime is still disproportionate to the white. Yeah, you know what? But they always try to make it seem like such. You know, there's a lot of stuff that they don't. Hey, what's going on, George? There's a lot of stuff that they don't arrest people for. I can tell you this now. I look at a cop funny. I get agitated in certain neighborhoods in certain parts of this country, and I'm getting my ass beat or possibly hurt until I'm threatening. I looked threat. Here I am. I am 6 foot tall, a buck 90. I'm not a bodybuilder. I might have some sort of physique, but I am not a bodybuilder at all. But They created this whole black boogeyman persona that I don't have that luxury. There's other people. I've seen too many videos of white men going fist to fist with cops and living to tell about it. And you know what? Every time we say as black people, yeah, let one of us try that. And what did Biggie say? There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. If I try that shit, right? I seen somebody in the comment section on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, well, you got to understand, they're genetically stronger and prone to more violence. And talking about black people, I'm like, what? Now I can understand the genetic aspect of it, but prone to violence? Like I just mentioned, violence is an opportunity. Violence is about the lack of opportunity, but they find more opportunity to take your shit because they're financially not in the spot that you are. And some people just got bad upbringing. That's how they grow up. Let let there be a bigger way. Let's go to a popular black. Let's go to middle class and up black neighborhoods in Georgia. They're not down there fighting each other. They're not down there beating each other up. Go to any middle class and upper middle class black neighborhood throughout the United States of America, and you'll see the crime is low. You can't sit there and judge every black person due to what you see on TV, due to what you see on World Star Hip Hop. You know what I mean? People got a anti-black stance because they've been spoon-fed that bullshit by a bunch of bigots and dub S. And when I say dub S, I'm talking about WS. Those people, the white supremacists. They've been. And he said, yeah, the cops should have taken a polygraph asking if they ever. Many of them have. They know they have. Let me tell you today. There was a story I had today, and let me tell you, we get my first call of the day was for a known regular in the neighborhood. This in this area. This is up there, not in my neighborhood, like up there, like in the West District, maybe, like Journal Square, heading towards the north. Anyway, this guy was called on because they say he was in a store, just acting erratic and things. This man has a history of he has a psychiatric history, and the cop told us that he has a history of using PCP. So this guy said he just got into an argument with his girlfriend. He was feeling some sort of way. He's not high. And you know what the cop kept calling him? The cop's like, yeah, well, you got a history of getting high. And the dude was like, I'm not fucking high. I'm tired of you. You disrespecting me and you speaking on things that you ain't so. And the guy kept trying to explain, the cop kept trying to explain himself to the guy, but he was making the guy more agitated. You gotta understand, it's crazy when the EMS worker, we have a little bit more means of just trying to de-escalate the situation. Because we not psychotherapists, but we work with enough people who are emotionally disturbed persons, EDPs that we call. We know, like, okay, if a person says they not high, we know they're probably lying half the time, but we trying to get them to the hospital safely, meaning our safety and their safety mutually. And my job more than anything, because I kid you not, I'm trying to make sure things go smooth. Because if I'm in the back of the ambulance with an emotionally disturbed person and they want to flip, I'm gonna have to fucking fight. And I don't want to have to fight, not because first off, I'm afraid of losing my job. I've been punched before, I've been hurt before growing up in my life. I've been injured. I can heal. I understand that. But I do not want to risk losing my job, having to defend myself. And unfortunately, that teaches us to be, unfortunately and fortunately, it teaches us to be a little bit more diplomatic. Whereas this cop kept telling this dude about his drug history, and we know about your drug history, which made the dude more upset. And yes, the dude could be not lying to us, but if you spoke to him more decently, he's like, I'm so embarrassed, yo, this is bullshit. Why do I need to be here? And this, that, and the fourth. He ended up going on his own. The cops got him into the ambulance and they rolled down there with us. But once he got back there, he was away from that fat ass cop that kept talking his shit, talking that shit. He was away from him and stuff, and that's how that particular situation ended. But they almost caused a whole They almost caused a whole situation. They almost caused that because some do discriminate. Like, to get back to where the story, to bring it home about discrimination and stereotyping. Yes, I watched it happen right there in front of me today. People just need to be in a relaxing. Yes, yes, you are absolutely right. Some definitely do need to be in a relaxed environment. All right, now I'm just making sure the health of the stream is good. Okay. And make sure I can see it because I don't even have YouTube open. I just have restream.io, which brings up all the chat and stuff here. So I can read it. I can still see a monitor and things of that nature. If you can see this, this is crazy. But let me see if I can show you exactly how to do this. Let me see. Video capture the device. Let's see if I can go here. Let me see if I can bring up. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can show you something. Let me just activate my camera. Let's go to properties. Hold on. I'm working through it. Complete. Let's do a whole new thing. Let's go to C22. C222. I'm gonna add some sources to it. Just bear with me. See, I have two different. I'm going to show you my setup and how I'm doing this right now. Video capture device. Let's go with add existing, and let's see if I can. Not here. Not here. Brio. No, I have nothing for Brio, so let's delete that. Give me 1 second. Let's go to remove. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna just show you my setup in a second. I just want to delete this one thing. Remove. Remove. I'm trying to find my camera that I currently have. I know I have this thing plugged in. I just want to show you. Uh, it's weird. Man. So let's go to video capture device. And let's go to add existing. I don't know why I can't see it. You know what? Fuck it. Uh, let's create new. Now let's go Camlink 4. There we go. All right. So I wanted to at least show you this way. So you can see I'm holding the camera like this. And this is my setup right here, y'all. All right, so there it is. This is my main PC you see running right here, right? This is it's a dual monitor setup, and I have uh OBS Studio, which I broadcast through from here. But there's a feature they got called teleport, which allows me to use my PC here as my source. So when I'm gaming, I don't have to worry about it. I remotely link it to my laptop right here, which I just got not too long ago, and it remote connect. And I have my camera connected to that because, as you can see, you don't see me on camera right here. You don't see me on camera inside the OBS right here. But if you look here, I got this camera right here with the white dot. You see the camera with the white dot, and I'm connected to the camera there. So I'm teleporting the OBS into the OBS here through a bridge link called the teleport feature. And I have my microphone hooked up to this laptop, and I have my other camera hooked up to that. So I can take the stress off of this. And as you can look down there, I'm only got a CPU usage of 4.7. If I was running look at that, only a CPU usage of zero point 0.1. So if I'm playing a game, I can dedicate all of this to playing video and everything while it's a lower latency to run it through here. So the gaming streams can be smoother. Me showing you videos on YouTube can be a lot quicker because it's not messing with my PC down here, which you can see here and stuff. And keeping the temperature at 93 Fahrenheit. I still look at this to this day. I can't believe my 44-year-old ass built this. Well, I'm 45 now, but yo, you never too old to actually build a computer and follow through with your dreams. Or not just dreams, I'm just saying, just look in general. So, yeah, as you can see, green screen, all of this, it's stuff that I did, all paid for by myself and stuff I learned. YouTube teaches you so much stuff, y'all. It teaches you so much stuff. Now, I don't have a super crisp stream because you forget I do this all on my budget. I don't have donations. I don't have a big channel. You know that. But then again, see, I collect things. Okay. Never stop learning. You're absolutely right, George. So, all right, George, I'm gonna go left to right, and you tell me what transformer is who. Okay? We're gonna go left to right, and you name the transformers you see here. Let me open this so it's a better view. All right. This is my collection so far, Transformers, everybody. So we got starting with the sit here to this white one right here that can carry that. And who are the two on top of that? These are two other Autobots. See, everybody's transformed. So you might recognize more people more than others. If you don't know who that is, people, I don't know what to tell you. The two motorcycles, uh, the blue vehicle right there that floats. Of course, the one with the yellow spoiler, the pace truck, the pink car back there. You might not know this gray one, vehicle with the red wheels, but you gotta at least know the one in the corner. I don't know if you'll know that one right there, but you gotta at least know some of these people. Now you did Ultra Magnus, Optimus, yes, absolutely correct. That's them right there, right next to each other. But you gotta know who's that red van. You gotta know the red van. I don't have Megatron, y'all. And I got more right here. Check it out. Now, if you look over there, I have these right there. Those are the Decepticons. I only got 5. They're very hard to find out in the wild. You can find more Autobots than anything. But here we go, right there. I wish I could get the camera to go a little bit further, but yeah, right there. But yeah, you named let me check this. I'm trying to check the stream here. You named Ultra Magnus and Optimus. Yes, absolutely. No doubt. AR, I know. Like the trend me and George are probably a little bit more mature than you are, so we probably know more than these off the bat. I don't know. I never asked your age, AR. But yeah, I'm gonna name them right here. Twin Cast, which is basically Blaster rebuilt, I believe. Rodimus Prime, Hound, not Hound, Brawn. That is Brawn. Ironhide, Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime. Uh, you got Junk Heap, Motorcycle, Wreck-Gar, Wheelie. Blue Vehicle is Blur, along with Hot Rod. The blue pace truck next to Hot Rod is Cup. And the pink vehicle is RC. That is Crosscut with the red wheels. Sludge of the Dinobots. Uh, Perceptor in the corner. And that is Metal Hawk. Metal Hawk and Crosscut are two newer ones. More than ones like that came in the comic book later on. But everybody else here have appeared on, well, with the exception of the Twin Cast version, which is Blaster basically, rebuilt, or I think Soundwave built a clone of Blaster, but he became an Autobot anyway. But yeah, that's basically it. And I have so many of the G.I. Joe classifiers I haven't opened yet. Look at my collection of G.I. Joe classifiers, bro. Like I have so many up here and stuff. Master Universe Revelation. Just a case of it right there that I built. As you can see my reflection in there. Hey everybody. So I built quite a few things there. I don't have Megatron, but as for here, that is, and here in the corner, that is from left to right. That is Blitzwing. That's purple and beige. Dirge, the Conehead Jet back in the corner. Galvatron, which is Megatron rebuilt. Starscream, and you have one of the sweeps. I need Scourge, I need Cyclonus, I need Soundwave. I need a couple of them there, which I haven't got yet. So let me switch back to my normal backdrop. Hold on, sorry, wrong one. All right. So yeah, I do that. I collect those as well. I do a couple of things. I mean, some of them I can show you more of the intricate ways of transforming them. A lot of them aren't easy to transform. But we're gonna start left and right as I talk to you guys. You said that fool on there for which Megatron? I'm looking for the one. They need to stop the BS and start bringing back the ones that actually transform to a gun. See, back in the day when they built the Transformer toys, they weren't depicted. They robot forms looked nothing like they did in the cartoon because back then the toy technology was very limited, very simple. It was made to look more like its alt form, meaning this radio, but then look more like this and less like the robot, them in a robot form. Whereas today, the lines are a little bit more like a little bit more accurate, the toy lines. So, matter of fact, let me create this here. Matter of fact, let's go back to here. And I'm going to move my coffee out the way. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can get myself on both cameras at the same time. So I can show you in the meantime how you do this. So basically, this is Twin Cast, aka Blaster. Same exact look, different paint scheme. So say of course take the gun off the back. And now disconnect these because they will fold and they will go back to the back of the legs. Now, you want to take this down, this piece down. You want to take this away, unfold it, fold it flat. Let me see if I can get it. Because these things are very, this is how I know the Transformers line is not for kids. So you take this down and you take this down like this, right? See that? And then you take this and you fold it to the side. I don't want to break it now. These things are very tight. But first, let me take the feet out. If I can get it to come out, come on out. All right. Like this. This is how you know these are not for kids. They make these for the nostalgic fans because a kid cannot transform it. These things are almost on the level of Rubik's Cubes if you don't follow the directions. I followed the directions initially when I first take it out the package, but after that, nah. And you want to turn it this way. And you want to make sure the feet is right. Because for over here, the head, you bring out the back and you pop up the head. I'm gonna figure it out, yo. I'm gonna figure it out. Get it out like this. See, head out like that. Hands back down. Arms can move a certain degree. Now, if I press this, it's a hinge, and one of his cassettes come out, which transforms as well. So for the sake of that, I'm gonna put this back in here because he's pretty much the Autobot version of Soundwave. He's their communications or so. So let me get these to close back. Let me see if I can figure out. Oh, that's why I gotta fold this down, then fold it. See? Fold this down, then fold it. And then you bring it here and you bring it here and bring out the feet. And you have twin cast, aka Blaster 2.0. That's what I call it. Then you put the gun in the hand just like that. And boom, you have twin cast. One of the easier ones to transform. I kid you not. One of the easiest ones to transform. I kid you not. Otherwise, these things are tough to transform. They get more intricate and stuff. But there you go. You got twin cast. All right. So these things are just basically. It's just like something I pull. It's something I pull out to just basically. Yo, Hot Rod is, bro. Yeah, he is immaculate. Like, you mean the studio series Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime from Earthrise or Kingdom Optimus Prime? Because yo, both I like. See, people they don't respect Hot Rod because I'm gonna tell you, I'm part of a Transformers. You said George is here. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you, I'm part of a Transformers forum, and there are 40-something-year-old men like myself who still I hate Hot Rod so much. She got Optimus killed. I'm like, yo, that was 1986, and we all know that Hasbro was all about killing off the toys to make new toys for you to buy. That cartoon was made to sell toys. It was, and I'm sorry if you're crying over Optimus Prime death in 2023, and you hate a completely cool ass character like Rodimus Prime. You got issues. You got issues, but let's bring Hot Rod on. Speaking of Hot Rod, let's bring him on. Love Hot Rod. You want Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime? You can always start. Now this is don't let this fool you right here. This is basically Hot Rod right here, but this is the Studio Series Hot Rod, and it might look easy to. It might look clean, but it's not easy to transform. None of them are, but this is what I like about them so much. Like I said, it's like a whole Rubik's Cube. We're trying to figure this out. So let's get Hot Rod into his robot form. As you can see, the legs are here, so it's crazy. So first off, let's lift this up. Or let's get the arms out, whatever you want to do first to break off the monotony. I want to lift this up or get the arms free like this. Now I can unclick it, make sure I spin this around, get the legs down, and I'm going to unclick it at a certain point here, like this. Because I'm going to have to twist the torso around eventually. But I want to make sure that the spoiler pipes are disconnected so the arms can move now. Now, you can lift up, take the legs down from the side, like this. But first, we got to get these out. We got to disconnect these from the top. There we go. See now, legs are twisted like this. First, I'm going to twist this, and I'm going to put that way like that to give you that classic spoiler that you see on the back of Hot Rod like that. But now, let's get the spoiler pipe removed. Like I told you, these are not for kids completely because kids cannot figure these out. If why do you think they're bringing out the studio series? If I can get that leg free, come on, come free, come to Papa. All I want is to get the leg free so I can open this up like that. So I'm trying to get this over like this. There we go. Come to Papa. Now you got the legs free. Bring them down like this. And now I'm going to take these feet and fold them out just like that. I'm going to take these wheel. I'm going to fold that wheel into here like that. And then I'm going to push that into here. Same thing on this leg here. Push that into here. Fold the wheel over. Put that into there like that. And make sure it snaps in. Now you got the feet free. But you want to turn the torso because it has places that can twist, multiple places here and further up. So now you want to get the leg straight and you're faced with this. You're faced with this. So now you want to take the arms, you want to pull this up like this, which is going to be the chest piece. And now you want to take out the back like that. I'm going to fold in these flaps here, these little pieces that cover the shoulder gray that Hot Rod has. I'm going to fold that in like that. Now, I want to take the arms and I want to put them back up. Ratchet the shoulder joints back up like this. We're going to ratchet them up and put them into a certain place. But now the chest piece is here and the head is here. So you want to do that and turn the head around like this. And I want to get the arms to come up free. Then I want to turn the arms that way. And then I want to take that, and as you can see, it's going to come back together eventually, but I'm going to get the shoulders up and running like that. and fold it into here like this. Boom. Now I have, all I gotta do is click it back into place like this. And there's a detail I didn't know that he had, which is crazy. If you lift up his head, if you lift up Hot Rod's head, this is something I learned from watching Prime versus Prime do reviewing it. You can put the visor down. Now, and if you remember Transformers the movie, when Hot Rod was the first one to see that Megatron and the Autobot Megatron infiltrated the Autobots shuttle, and that's when he killed Prowl, Ratchet, Ironhide, and Brawn. Hot Rod was able to see the hole in there because he put on his scope and he saw it and he started firing first. But that's a little feature that I did not think I did not even know it had. So check that out. Just like that. Let me just make sure this is up to date with my, yep. Leader class Optus Revenge of Fallen, give me free. What's your take on Bumblebee timeline figs? Well, with the Bumblebee ones, I haven't. Most of my collection has been trying to get those that have been more G1, G2 appropriate. So a lot of the movie ones, I really don't care for collecting because I feel like the type of feature, the type of figures that I collect, my favorite Transformers are the ones who look more robotic and classic to the cartoon and the comic series. So now let me finish transforming. I'm gonna finish transforming. Now I'm gonna turn the pipes around, the mufflers around, and I'm gonna fold this into that crease of that arm like that. So yeah, my taster collection. Well, people might like those ones, but I just feel like from a collection standpoint, nothing looks cleaner than those who look more appropriate to like the classic cartoon. And it's not because I got nostalgia blindness. It's just they look the figures look a lot cleaner. Whereas you get the movie versions and you can't really they don't look as accurate. This is why I'm collecting now because kid you not, Transformers back in the day, like I'm saying, did not look these robot molds look nothing like this. They looked so stiff and they looked bulky and they were like that. They only looked they only looked really good in their alt mode, meaning like their vehicle or their jet mode, whatever mode they are. Whereas the Dinobots to be dinosaur form. Now everything lines up. So I'm almost done with this transformation. Put that into place. And you have this here. I just want to fix the arm properly. Put the tailpipe around. And boom. Now we have Hot Rod like this. And if you want to, you can flip the arm in and you can put the buzzsaw attachment on. This is another cool thing that I really like that they put. The buzzsaw, which you seen in Transformers the movie when he was he was undersea and he was saving Cup from squid that squid monster. So you really got to see that. Oh, you all right, Chip? Over there choking. Yeah, the classics look better, but the engineering on the movie ones are pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna look for some. Maybe I might collect some, but for the most part, yeah, the engineering on these are definitely. I like the engineering on these in comparison to their 1980s and 1990s counterpart. Takara and Hasbro have really knocked it out the park with a lot of these. So now you can put the buzzsaw attachment if you want. Get the blasters or so. Last time I had them, he had the buzzsaw attachment to him. So let me see if I can. switch the fist and do the buzzsaw with one of these. So I'm gonna switch it like this, and it gives you the piece, which is cool. It gives you the nub, it gives you the Luke Skywalker after Empire Strike Back, and then you can put the buzzsaw in. All you can hear is that nothing's gonna stand in our way. Not tonight, when he was saving Cup. And it's funny, even Cup and his feature, you can remove the arm and the leg from it. So he can be like, fix me. Remember that? Remember that part? See, that whole movie was set up to build Hot Rod as the new leader. The Matrix, when he picked it up, the Matrix chose him. That's why it glue when Optimus was dying and he took it out to give the Ultra Magnus. Optimus knew it wasn't Ultra Magnus. It was Ultra Magnus. He wanted Ultra Magnus to keep it safe because Hot Rod had to earn it. Because if it was Ultra Magnus' responsibility to use it, he would have been able to open it and use the power. But it was Rodimus, and who voice came from inside that? Optimus' voice. Arise, Rodimus Prime. So you knew what that was. So now you got your Hot Rod Studio Series 86 Transformers the movie. Boom. Just like that. Very good. Very good. Spot on. I like it. Buzzsaw. Put a gun in the other hand if you want. Or you could put double blasters, but Hot Rod use a lot of people forget that these mufflers are cannons also, or tri cannons. He used them a lot in the movie. He don't really use the blaster like he do. I know he got blasters, but he used those as he used those basically. In the movie, he used the tri cannon on his mufflers, both arms. He's the only one that had the balls besides Prime to go up against like Megatron or Galvatron without the Matrix. So we got that one there. And I'm gonna place him here for now. So now we have Studio Series 86 Ironhide right here. As you can see, this was one of the more difficult ones to transform. And if you notice, is some of the pieces that hang out from the bottom with the wheels go a little bit longer, so it's able to roll a little bit, which is a cool thing. So just showing you this, that these things, I just want to just reiterate to people, they are not, don't feel bad collecting these because they're made for us more than anything. They made for us more than anything. There's no little 10-year-old asking for an 86 Ironhide unless his daddy raised him. So look, you got the Ironhide feature here. You want to fold this up like that, and you want to unratchet that because those are going to be the feet eventually. And now you want to unfold that, get those ready. Now I want to take the arms. Yeah, this is one of the more intricate ones to transform. You want to fold down the door right here on both sides. You want to fold them down. If I can get it, come on. Come on. Come to Papa. I'm like Ultra Magnus. Open, damn it. Come on out. One side came out safe. Speaking of Ultra Magnus, I might have to get the other one. I might have to get that Studio Series 86. I know I got the Earthrise one, but I saw that 86 Ultra Magnus for Studio Series that just dropped. Is like $90. I might have to pull the trigger. I don't know about any of you guys. You said happy wife. My wife happy. Bills paid. I'm gonna build the car. Yeah, man, I bought those one damn. I don't answer nobody. I bought those figures for me. Yep. So now I got this free. Got both arms free. Now I'm gonna bring the feet together. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to figure this one out. I forgot that quick. So yeah, you got these here. I got bring his head up. Now I'm gonna fold these in. These two flaps here I'm gonna fold in because I'm going to bring that in like that. And then I'm going to twist. I'm gonna bring the arms down, but first I'm gonna twist the top part of the torso because this goes here. It's gonna go here to the back. Now the legs are gonna be what I have to figure out. It's been a while. No, I'm just lying. It was just yesterday. I mean, a couple days ago. It's just that sometimes I got so much on my mind, I be forgetting how. So I'm gonna fold this down. I'm gonna fold these towards that. I'll figure it out. But I got most of him transformed here. I'm gonna get the legs situated correctly because the engineering on the legs and the feet is like right here. I got one figured out almost. And now I want to get this one folded down. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And then we fold you that way. Don't think you out. It's only been a year. I got my foot in the door and I ain't going nowhere. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Hold you back, like boom. And then get you here, put down your crown, and twist your leg around, and twist your leg around. And we got Ironhide. And you know they sell the battle damaged Ironhide and Prowl together. If you didn't know that, they sell the battle damaged Ironhide and Prowl that got shot when Megatron shot them up. Well, yeah, from the movie. You could get it where you can see the whole like the blaster mark from where he got Prowl got killed and Ironhide also. They sell those at Target. So there we go. The Bayverse Iron make my circuit. So there we go. Now we got Ironhide right here. You want to get the battle damage one? Feel free to. But Ironhide right here, and both of his blasters are these right here, double jointed. That sounds about gunslinger like Ironhide, who was also voiced by Peter Cullen. If you didn't know that, he was also voiced by Peter Cullen. And now, there we go. You got your Ironhide right here, just like that. And you can adjust it to true. And make sure he can stand. And let me adjust him a little bit more. His feet. And boom. If you look here, he's right here. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like this. The camera. So don't focus on me. I'm gonna leave it here. I should have did that from the beginning. So you got Ironhide right here. Excuse me if y'all noticed that I have a heavy callus on both hands. I was born with eczema and it affects my hands. So I have workman's hands. So that's not me just like that's not me ignoring lotion. a skin disease I have. It's non-contagious, okay? But anyway, as you can see, let me see if I can put the camera a little bit right here. All right. And I can see a little bit right here. Let me try to at least move this one about right here. All right, so you can see a little better like that. All right, cool. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something real quick. Ah, right, I'm back, y'all. I am back. Okay. Sorry, I had to moisten up a little bit. So here we go. Full of Cyber. Played it. I haven't played it in quite some time. But all right. Yeah, that was in my early gaming day right there. All right, let me move the speaker a little bit out of the way. Now let's see who's next. Let's go with Braun. Braun is one of the most recent releases to Braun is one of the most recent releases to the studio series. He goes for retail about $24.99, where you can find him. So let's remove Braun's gun first, like that. And then we're gonna start here at the beginning. So we go here, this large, and this large here. And this is Braun here, and then we're gonna dislodge that for now. And we're gonna lift up these flaps here. We're gonna lower these flaps actually. Just lift it up a little bit more like that. A little bit like that. And if you look under the undercarriage, you can see Braun's head. Braun was one of the ones killed alongside Ironhide, Prowl, and Ratchet. So now bring these down, bring this down like this, and I want to switch this back here. But first, I'm going to get this out like that. Get these pieces, which turns out to be his arms. I'm going to bring his arms up. See? So you bring this up, bring that out, fold that in. You fold that in as well. And then you want to kind of bring that here like that. But I'm going to swing these up a little bit more like that. And then swing the shoulders up a little bit more up here. So like that. I'm going to close these together, bring this down, bring this down. And I want to get in front. I'm going to make these the feet like that. So you got the front feet here like that. So front feet like that. So we getting there. We getting to you, Braun, like that. And fold you here, fold you down here. I fold you up, whatever way it goes. I'm gonna figure it out. Braun is one of my latest Autobots I got next to Crosscut, which came pretty much Generation 2 comic book. But yeah, Braun here. I'm still lifting camera up and I realize I put the camera down. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, let's get you here. Like that. Sockets going. Get the bend here. The bend here. And remember, Braun always kept this type of thing over his head. Switch it in. When you want to transform, like that, to bring it back down. Now, I gotta figure out how that back trailer folds up again. It's been a while. Because it doesn't twist, basically. But you got Braun here, like this. I'll figure out the back, where this flap goes. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. There you go. Snap like that. And you have Braun. And they put out a Hound recently also. Just in case you have it. You said it should be the focus sleep here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, George was in Taiwan. Yeah, that's one of my old friends. All right. Heading out today. Gotta make the like brother expensive. Yes. All right. So look, you got Braun here. Just like that. And you got his one blaster here. If you want to. And you could take the tire and I can plug it where? Back here. Like this. And you can put the tire back here if you want. And there you go. Braun. Braun, that simple. Just like that. Yep. So I'm gonna take a break from rebuilding the Autobots, come back over to the channel here. Yep, he did. He did go to NJCU. Well, I didn't, but he definitely Psycho Gemini definitely did. Me, I live near NJCU. I definitely live near it and stuff. So let me switch my filter back over to my here. So yeah. And let's get the camera back over here. All right, so yeah. That's just three of the Autobots I got. Like you said, I got like what 18 of them. But yeah, I love collecting those things. And there's a lot of things. It's just something I just felt like when I was a kid, it was always my mother made me choose, or she chose. Basically, it was GI Joes, and she was like, "I got you GI Joes. I can't get you Transformers." Also, we didn't grow up privileged, so it was GI Joes, which my brother ended up breaking. I never forgave him for that. I love my brother, but I never forgave him for my GI Joes. You know how much money I could get for those today? Um, yeah, those were the old school ones with the flexi joints and the twist, and he broke them. He broke them and thought that shit was funny, and never got in trouble for that. But let me have broke some of his shit. Oh boy, all hell broke loose. And there we go. You know what? I'm gonna build one more. I was on Transformers in the end of that call. Yeah, there was always just one. Okay, so I got an option right here I'm gonna do one more. I got these three to choose from. Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, or Optimus. Which one you want me to transform to his robot form? Out of those three, which one you want me to transform to its robot form right here on camera for you live? It's either the Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, or Optimus. To the two people watching me, choose. You said my cousin broke a $300 perfect grade Gundam. Oh my god, I would have fucking strangled him. I'm sorry, my cousin. I would choke his ass out, like Taz. Go for the Rodimus. Okay, Rodimus Prime it is. Rodimus isn't too different from Hot Rod, which is a good thing. So let's get the camera switched. Let's go back to here. Let's get the camera switched here. And let's bring you a little bit more over here. Yeah, we're lucky back in Egypt. All right, let's bring Rodimus to the table. I need Rodimus to come to the congregation. And boom. Rodimus Prime. You got Rodimus Prime here. As you can see, with a lot of it, he has a lot of his components here. Oh, that's my squeegee mop back there. I don't know why it ended up here. I think I was cleaning up when I had a flood here. But anyway, as you can see inside here, his trailer, he has a cannon, which raises up. Under it, there's an undercarriage that has weapons in it. This is the Kingdom Earth. I think this is the Kingdom Rodimus Prime, if I'm correct. You have under here a lot of effects, like the blue light effects, the exhaust things, the matrix glow, things of that nature that sit under here in the bottom carriage of that. So now you have this, you can transform like that. And let's take Rodimus out. You just slide him out. And you're left with basically this here. I'm gonna move this to the side. We'll bring it back into the camera later. But yeah, here's Rodimus Prime right there. It's not too big. He's bigger than Hot Rod by a significant amount because the Matrix made him grow, and you got a lot of storage. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna remove these red flaps right here. You see it right here. You want to fold that back. Fold those back. Fold those back like that, and you want to lift this up. Hold that up for a while. Now there's other red flaps right here. You want to move those and dislodge the arms and kind of bring them out if you want to for now, like that. Now you want to take the feet. Almost the feet are a little bit different. So now I want to open these up right here. I'm going to open these up and you'll see the knee and the ball joint for the knee areas, like right there. So now we can take those, separate the legs, and you can bring the feet, flip them over. Oh, I'm sorry, flip it over like that. Now take the wheels, push them in, fold it in like this, fold it in, and then fold these over like that. And then you bring the feet like that. So that's one foot. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Push the wheel in, fold it in, like that. Bring it over, and there we go. You got the feet and legs done. Now, it can partially stand like that. See? But of course, we're not ready. So now We swing the torso over 360. Now you're going to see this here. You're going to see the shoulder work. Now, what you want to do is remove the shoulder, bring the shoulder down, ratchet down like that. Now, you're going to also fold these in the same way you did with Hot Rod. And you want to see that it got like an etching, and this is a removable matrix of leadership in his chest. Turn his head around like that. Now, bring this up, fold it down, fold those flaps back down like that. And we'll get to that in a moment. Now, fold this back up, and you want to bring the arms. You want to bring, see, the arms are out like that. You see that? The black tabs on the arms. You want to bring those in like that, and you want to click it in like that. Bring in the whole thing, click it if you can. Click it or get a ticket. And we got that like that. There they go. Both clicked in. You heard that click. Now, what I want to do is take the wheel, take this piece off, and I'm going to take this and twist it this way, where you can see the black tab right here. You want to twist the wheel there, take the black tab, and you want to push the wheel in. And you want to lock that black tab into a little slot it has there, so the wheel doesn't roll. And you want to click it into place, into there. Same thing on this side. So take your nail, go into there, find that little black tab, and then you put it into there by pushing it up, the wheel into place, roll into place, tab it like that. All right, now you want to bring the arms down. But I forgot, before you do one more thing, you got it. It has multiple, this one's a little bit different. You got multiple places of twisting. So before I do that, I'm going to twist. You got, see a twist here, and then you got another twist up here. Twist the arms around like that, and boom. Then drop the shoulders like that. And now you want to bring Rodimus together where these T etches fit into these etches right here. And you can fold the joints here. I'll do the arms in a moment. But now, I'm going to bring this here, bring this here, and I'm going to do the arms here, like that. And I'm going to put, matter of fact, I'm going to put this into a better place like that too. Give me 1 second, trying to figure it out. All right, got this, got that done. Something's missing. All right, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. I know it's supposed to lock to better place than this. And there's one, sometimes with these is it'd be one little minor step that you forget. But in the meantime, before I figure that out, let's take this flap down, and I'm gonna fold, I'm gonna bring this up and bring these into here, and then go around to this side. And I'm gonna fold this across like that. and then lock that piece into place. And then now that's clean and that's to the side. The fingers are most of the fingers can move well. The trigger finger, the pointer finger, has more flexibility than the other fingers. The thumb is pretty much locked into place like that. So now repeat the same thing on this side. Lift up, swing around, swing the exhaust cannon around, and then you pretty much lock it into place like here. Bring that down a little bit, lock it into place, and boom. And now you have these here. Now, figuring out the upper body, where I went wrong, the upper body is going to be the trouble. I think I know what I got to do. I got to figure out where I went wrong with the upper body. So let's close, open that back up a little bit. I'm going to figure out where I went wrong with the upper body. Click the heading, but there's something missing. There we go. Let's figure this out. Arms seem to be in the right place. I'm going to figure it out. Don't worry. See, I'm doing this live where those channels who do that, they do editing and they make it sound like they make it look like they're so good at it, but they do editing. I ain't doing that here. I'm showing you live in this place without directions in front of you. There's so many transformers you just can't remember them all off the bat specifically. I'm trying to figure out why this one, why the body, why the I bet there's one thing I'm doing wrong, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what that is. These flap down, these flap down. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing that's not clicking. Maybe it comes down a little bit more. You'll figure it out, man. You tell me, somebody. You said doing the new shit off memories. You say you think the glass flips over? Now the glass is in the correct place. The only thing that flips over is here. That pushes against tear and down like right here. But it's something in here that's not helping. Something that's not allowing the chest to push down the way it should. Or maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be. I want to push um the chest is in right here. I was thinking maybe the shoulder joints should be more locked into the body. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe what keeps it really into place is probably clicking the blue glass into this connector here. Yeah, that does it. I think I was overthinking it. Yeah, that's locked in pretty good. I was overthinking it. My apologies. So now you have Rodimus Prime, Sans the Trailer. Let me see if he does the same thing. Studio Series. No, it don't have the Studio Series. See, the Studio Series Hot Rod had that thing. The Rodimus here don't have it. So here you got there. He comes with a sword too, which you didn't see in the movie or in the animated series. But Earthrise Kingdom Rodimus has the sword. You put it here, or you can put it back here if you want to. but we're gonna put it in his hand. See, you can fold that flap up. That flap is for storing it, but if you want to keep it down, you can, like that. There you go. And you can see him like he bringing it to slice if you want. And you have him here. Let me see if I can pose him a little bit. And you can put a blast in his hand if you want to, but the blast is ridiculously long. That goes more to this trailer here. But if you want to pose him on the trailer, you can. And you can pose him firing it. So I could take the sword and I can basically put the sword away. You put the sword away and you can put both hands in his cannon. You can aim him like that if you want. So yeah, all in all, you got your Rodimus Prime like that. You got Rodimus Prime. Boom. There he is. Kingdom or just Kingdom of Rodimus Prime. You can put the gun here if you want. And the gun seems a little bit weird to have, like it's a long gun. So if you want to, you can shorten it a little bit by folding it up, making it look like it's a one-handed cannon. And here you go. Boom. You have them right there. Rodimus Prime. You know what? I feel like let's keep going. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do one more before I call it a night. And that is okay. Rodimus, so you know what? I'm gonna do Ultra Magnus. Maybe I do Prime also, because Prime is easier. But Ultra Magnus is a little bit more complex. So you have uh Rodimus Prime. Okay, Rodimus, you go here, brother. And then let's go to Ultra Magnus, which this is the Earthrise Ultra Magnus right here. Um One of the better looking ones, but a lot of people don't like the fact that his arms stick out right here. And they don't really hide his arms too well, which the Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus that just dropped, oh, oh, that's what it looked like. I might end up with like, you know what? I want to keep this one too, but I want that one. I got this for a good price, a very good price. With that Ultra Magnus looking like it's worth it. So as you can see, these pieces become its armor. Whereas I hear the 86 one, the new one that just came out, there's no alt mode white. This is going to be unique piece because this is transforms different from that Studio Series. But that Studio Series looks fucking awesome. So now we're going to start here. Let's take off the cannons. Let's take these off, the missiles that he got. Let's take those off for now. And you want to flip this up and you'll see that use high and knees. These are going to come into play in a moment. So now I want to remove this from the side. There's these little things that hold it to the side, as you can see right there. I'm going to remove that. And I want to remove that. One, two. There we go. And we get to that in a moment. Let's take these completely off. I'm going to fold this back. And off the red top, fold that back too. Fold this back. Fold that back too. take these and separate it like that. Take these, separate it like that. These are going to come into play in a moment. You notice back in the day, there was a Takara brand known as Diaclone. Di- Diaclone is where Hasbro bought the Diaclone rights and and they turned it into Transformers. So now, Diaclone, the original Optimus Prime was known as Convoy, Chief Convoy. And Convoy had an armored mode, which was turned into Ultra Magnus for the Transformers series. So he was an armored convoy. This is a white Optimus Prime, which is a convoy in Japan. So you get to see him. This will not be in the 86 version. That he's a white Optimus. Because that's basically what Ultra Magnus was always that. So look, as you can see, he's a white, his alt mode is a white Optimus Prime. So I turn it this way, and you got the feet here, like that. So you got the white, you got that here. Then you slide this back. And you have that basically. I know it's more transformations I can do with it, but I want to keep that here so you can at least see. He was a white Optimus. This is how he looks under the armor. This is what Ultra Magnus originally looks under the armor. Like it's a white Optimus Prime, basically. But like I said, the Studios 86 versions that just came out will not have this mode. This what makes this still yeah, they did do him dirty. But this what makes him unique. This version unique. So let's get the arms back. And there's another feature I wanted to do, and I know I'm missing it. So now I gotta figure out how this factors in. All right, so we got this mode here. Let's fold you back out. I'm gonna figure this Ultra Magnus one out also. Like I said, it's a lot to remember. Let's figure you out. Put your head in. Uh, you know, keep the arms here. Keep the arms here like this. And now we're gonna take we're gonna leave him here for a while. All right, buddy. You sit here. You sit tight. Let's figure you out. So we go here, here. So too much folding. So much folding. Like that. And then here. So much folding. There we go. You got one armored leg here, one armored foot and leg here. Yeah, let's do the same thing with this one.
You figure out one. That's the thing about that. You go left and right. You figure out one side, and you'll get the other. So you got the other foot here, like that. Okay. Now you got the gauntlets. These will be the gauntlets that go on the wrists. I mean the forearms of Ultra Magnus. They were all here in the transport like that. So now you have the head, which was hidden under the part. The head is still there. You want to fold this up into there to give you that red frame like this. And then you want to take this and fold this to the back like that. And now it makes sense. This is why it sticks out because you're going to slide this into place like that. And we're going to get this to go. Give me 1 second. There we go. And then we're going to slide this down. I believe that's how it goes. And then you fold this over and you click it in like here to the chest. You fold it over and you click it over to the chest. You heard that clicking. Boom. So far, so good. You got, look, he's not done yet. Oh, he's tip drilling because he got such the heavy armor on top of him. But now let's get the feet right. Let's take the feet and we're gonna slide that in, and you can see the two holes right here, and you're gonna put that into there like that. Pop that into place this side to hold that into place. Right? All right, ultra. And same way, like this. So we getting there. It's like that. Now, let's go with the gauntlets. Matter of fact, to keep him held up a little bit more, let's put the feet together like that, to hold them like that. Now, let's get the gauntlets on. All right. Let's see just where the hole goes. Let's just find it right there. That's just the way it goes. Every argument. This is for the cool. All right. Then we missing the shoulders. But first, I'm going to fold these in. The gray panels get folded in. When they get spit, some brothers get blown off the atlas. Put these in. Or maybe they go the other way. Who knows? Let's see, would it make a difference if I switch them? Yeah, they go more either, but I think it goes better more to the back. So we're gonna go here with this one, and we're gonna drop you down into here. And we're gonna get the shoulder pieces on, and you're gonna get the pieces on here like that. But I gotta keep this leg. I gotta get these legs to stay on a little bit better. If I can get these legs to stay on a little better, I know it's something I'm not pressing on. Yeah, it's something I'm not pressing on to keep these legs intact because I had it together and it was pretty tight before. What am I missing now is the question. But there you go. You got your call it night? Oh, all right, man. Okay. But there we go. We got Ultra Magnus. And me, I'm about to call it a night myself too. And just as you call it a night, boom. And boom. Just like that. And we got Ultra Magnus right there. And I want to give him the cannon. And just like that. There you go. Ultra Magnus. Right. Yeah, he's humongous. If you could see the size comparison, you got Rodimus Prime and you have Ultra Magnus and Prime next to them. That simple. Yeah. All right. So, oof, that was a good one. It's been a while. All right. So I'm pretty much about to call it night. As you can see, I'm gonna change the title of this for people to see on the replay. So I'll change it in post. And let me get back to my regular uh custom logo backdrop. And we're gonna get you right here. It's been cool, man. Everybody stopping by. Thank you for watching. So watch me talk some things, get some things on my chest, transform some transformers, which is therapeutic. And it's been fun. But it is time for me to go to bed. So it's your boy Fury. I'm here and I am out. I will see you when I see you, but let me go and disappear from the camera. Uh Peace.